circling back to Francesca, we have to establish her identity in this world. And I have to say, I don't love that we did this. We'll talk about it as we go throughout the season, but I really just don't love how much of a storyline we gave to her when it was meant to be more heavily focused on Colin and Penelope. I understand that we're kind of shifting the show in a way where they're leaning more into having these stories stay consistent and having this cast actually stay more than one season on the show. That'll come later. For now, I feel like they did a good job at establishing Francesca without making it super obvious that it was a recast. We needed to meet her in this version of the world in a way where we actually get to know her, because before she's always just kind of slightly been there, or we talked about her as though she's off screen. And Francesca's identity is actually a bigger theme in this season than I feel like we've really talked about before, especially because we're dealing with what we didn't necessarily think was coming at the beginning, and that's her questioning her own sexuality in this world, questioning what she wants, what she's allowed to want, what is okay for her. Is there something wrong with her? Does she actually know herself? Is it gonna work for her if she just gets herself married and gets out of this house? We establish her very quickly as somebody who really doesn't have intentions of staying locked into the Bridgerton bubble of this world. She loves her family, but she knows that it's too much for her to have to stay in this world. And so she's gonna do whatever she needs to do to get herself out of it as quickly as possible. I think so far we've done a lot in kind of establishing how these girls feel about their actual role that they're meant to step into, especially with the coming out. With Daphne, with Eloise, and now with Francesca, we get a lot just from how they want to handle this or how they don't want to handle it. And the other thing that we start to see very quickly is how Eloise has decided to give in. We're going to see a little bit more of how Violet is shifting in this season and how Anthony is as a husband now that he's no longer feeling so burdened by his existence. But Eloise is there just waiting. It's not season 1 where she's impatiently waiting for Daphne. It's not the last season where she's angrily waiting for the fact that she has to come out. It's not last season where she's so resistant to the fact that she has to do this. She is fully given in. She is dressed. She is there. She is not excited about it, but she's present. And that is just the first 5 minutes of the show.